I grew up just down the road in Dundrum, and in Dundrum when I was growing up there was a high wall that we would point at, and my mum would say, yes, that's where they're going to build the shopping centre. And after I left, they finally did build the shopping centre, and it's this huge, extravagant, monstrous thing. And if I could be the poet laureate of anywhere, I'd be the poet laureate of that shopping centre, because it really sums up my experience of being Irish, which is that you spend your whole childhood willing yourself into the future, and now I am in the future. And what I do is I come home and I stand in that shopping centre and try to imagine myself back into the past. So this poem is called Service Not Included, and it's set in that shopping centre. And it's for my mum, who I've spent some time in the shopping centre with, and who, when my own son was born, began to talk about the birth of her son, who was very sick when he was born, and he was whisked away to the intensive care unit. Service Not Included. Who's to thank for the buckets of lavender thrown open beside us, for the foam clouds on twin cappuccinos, for the carved boxes that hold sugar, for the child telling reams about superheroes, for the darkening sky of the waiter at a cafe in the shopping centre when you cannot speak for your tears. Hospital coffee was never so kindly, so quick to make believe. On the morning I wed, you and I came here to the shopping centre, and scented women pared our nails in a scented room. Who's to thank for their cool hands working away in our memories? Here, your hands are out of my reach. You must have thought it, but when my son was born, howling and writhing and thrust to my skin, how your own son left the room and the snap they left you to hold of him. Your hands are smaller than mine and neat. How they told you the hospital name and you thought that dun square of Monopoly board, made your way there by a route you'd score into your palms by the end. Saved change for the car park, packed a thermos, perhaps. Now families glide about the shopping centre, in neons fresh with invention, eyes shiny with gratitude, music tasteful and tender. You must have thought, when my son has made strange, raged at being made come asunder, of all the times you had to leave the hospital and drive home to your daughters. Of all the skin we need to touch and are not touched. Of all the starving to the touch, the familiar injustices. Spread coins thick across the tables. Go about the shopping centre. Praise the coffee, the kindness of the escalator, haircuts, the beautiful, the familiar, the comfortable weather. Who's to thank? Who's to praise for your hands? Who sits up there in head office, taking our minds off the past, waiting rooms and coffee docks?